Oh, hi, Peter here. Welcome to this segment. In my previous video, I talked about connecting your computer to your television where you do not have HDMI port on the back of your computer. In this segment, I'm going to talk about some interesting course and training management tools that you can use to make your life very, very easy. Let's get right to it. Let's get to exploring our tools. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and copy this link here, and this will take us directly to a comparison table that has Blackboard text generators. There are 4 of them here, but I'm going to ignore the first one because it has to do with Canvas, and I'm not working with Canvas at the moment. I'm going to test these 3. One from College of Southern Idaho, and the other one Northeast Wisconsin Technical College, and the last one is Algonquin College. I think there are 2 of them there that use the same format. It could be these 2. We'll have to find out once I start. So the output when you put in your questions will be in form of zip. It will be a zip file which you're going to upload to Blackboard, and over here the output will be zip file as well as a text file, the text, and this one is the text file which you can edit. This one you cannot edit, and this for pool questions zip, and for text, if you're going to be uploading as a test, you need a .txt format file extension, and if you're going to be uploading it as a question tool, it's going to be the .zip. So pretty good comparison that this individual did here, tool by tool. As you can see here, this and this can give you opportunity to create fill-in blank questions, and they almost all have the same thing in common, except here this one has ordering, this does not. This and this have matching, and this one does not. So when you get to this web address, do the comparison yourself and look through it, and then make a choice in terms of the tools that you can use. But what I want to get to right now is this one, College of Southern Idaho. I will look at their tool, and I've tried it before. What I like about it is that you do not have to go through a whole lot to generate a question. You just paste your formatted question there, indicate with the answer indicators what is multiple choice, multiple answer, true, false, and it will give you the result, the output. So I don't need to go back there and say multiple choice or true, false. No clickings to select from any menu, just press the question there. So with that said, I'm going to open up the one that I've already formatted for Southern Idaho Blackboard test generator tool. In case I didn't mention it earlier, we'll talk about Blackboard test generators, which you can use to create tests or questions if you have a training class that you are conducting, or you are a teacher or professor in the classroom. These are very, very good tools that you're going to be exploring. If the publisher for some reason haven't provided you the questions you need for your classes, you can easily create one and use these generators to format it for Blackboard. So we're going to look at their documentation here to see the format that the questions will take. So when you create multiple choice question, you have to indicate which ones will be the correct answer by putting the state in front of them. If it's this multiple answer, you're going to have multiple asterisks to indicate that there are more than one answers to this. And for true or false, you just need to put true or T to indicate the statement is true. and on and on. So they have these sample questions. I'm not going to dwell on it because I already created sample based on the instructions here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy what I've already created from their stuff. Southern Idaho, I believe. Trying to make sure I'm in the right place. Yeah, College of Southern Idaho. Let's see, right here. I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and I will copy the whole thing. So I did mention here that the questions, just trying to repeat the instructions they have in their guide. The questions need to have spaces between them, but between the questions and the answers, you do not need spaces. If you put spaces there, you're going to get an error message. So if you look at what I have in my formatting here, I have spaces between questions, but no spaces between questions and answers. And here, you can see what I have for my answers. The asterisks in front of the correct answers. And in my true false, I have F to indicate false. If the statement is false, this is what it says. If the statement is true, I put through the T there. Even if I write the whole word true, it's still going to accept it. And that's what these two have in common. These two tools right here. The test generator for College of Southern Idaho and Algonquin College. That's what they have in common. They have the same format whereby you can actually have the option to indicate the truthfulness of a statement by putting the letter T or writing the word true, and indicate the falsehood by putting in F or complete word false. And what else do they have in common? Look at that. The asterisk is in front. So I look at it, they have the same format. So I use the same formatted question to generate question in both of them. And what makes them different from this, other than these other minor differences here? The Northeast to Wisconsin Technical Community College Blackboard generator moved the asterisk to the back. If you look at what I created for them here, look at where the asterisk is. That is the big difference. So these asterisks at the back indicate the correct answers that will come from this. And there was one of the tools I tried that required you to put the correct answers in bold. That's why I had this here, so I'm going to remove it. I didn't pursue that one further. So look at this, the asterisks are right there to indicate the correct answers. So I'm going to go ahead and try the first two here. Southern Idaho. I think this is called Quondam. What is that? Quondam.csi.edu. Not sure what Quondam is. But I will go ahead and put the question in. I will go ahead and copy that. Where is the question? And I'm going to start from here. And it actually gives you the option to comment out. If I copy this whole thing as is, I can actually put hashtag in front of each one of these to comment them out. So the tool will ignore them once it starts processing the questions. It's not going to include them in the questions. Because if I leave it there without commenting it out, it's going to indicate that as an error message. What I'm going to do here is copy the whole thing and open up a new document and just remove the parts I don't need. So I'm going to come over here. Instead of having hashtags all over, I will just clear them out. I'm going to go to multiple choice here and clear this out. And put that there. And over here, I will clear this out. And once I do that, it's easy to select everything. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do Control A on my keyboard to select everything. And once I do that and copy, I can go to that tool and paste the whole thing. And and I can tell it to name this. Let's say this is Southern Idaho. It is showing me the previous names I put in there before, so I will call this Blackboard test generator December. Okay. And okay, so College of Southern Idaho. It will be multiple choice and true false pool together. So I would create it and it will tell me how many questions I have in that pool. I have 25, some of which are multiple choice and others are true false. So I'm going to click here to download my question, and it will be Blackboard test gen. What was my initial name for it? I don't even remember that. Test gen December 8. College of Southern Idaho. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that. It's not a Word document. It says there DOCX, indicating it's a Word document. That's from the previous saving, so it's not Word document. It's a zip file, and when you open it, it's going to show you .dat, which is a data file that is going to be uploaded to the pool on Blackboard. So I'm going to go ahead and save it as that. It's right there. Okay, having done this one, I'm going to go ahead and try the Algonquin. And the reason I'm jumping to this is because of the similarity of the format in the questions that you paste onto the text area to generate your question. So I'm going to test this one next by clicking on the link. And when you go there, this is the address, quite a very, very long one. This is the address right here. And it gives you the instructions on how to work on this and generate your questions. Don't need to go through that. I've gone through that before. So what I'm going to do is copy some of my questions. Let me try this and see if it's going to behave like the previous one. I'm going to leave the whole thing there. Multiple choice and true false. So it gives you the option to select only one type, but at the risk of failing in an experiment, it won't hurt to try. I'm going to leave them true false questions there as well. Maybe it's flexible enough to accommodate it, but the developers of the program did not indicate. So I want to put it there and call it Blackboard test generator. Algonquin College. This Gen December 8. Algonquin College. True, false, and multiple choice format. So let me run that, and wow, success. This is interesting. I'm so glad I tried this. Previously I thought I only have to go and put in multiple choice if it says multiple choice. I put in true false if it says true false. I didn't know I could just paste the whole thing there and it will process. Wow, what a discovery. I'm so happy that I did that. So I'm going to go ahead and click to download my question. and it returns the name here, and it's going to save it as Excel file, which is new. The last time I used this, that was over 10 months ago. It wasn't saved as Excel file. It saved it as a zip file. So I'm going to go ahead and click to save it. And then that brings us to the next tool, which is the Northeast Wisconsin Technical Community College Blackboard Test Generator. So we're going to go to their tool here. And if you look at it, it has only one text area, which means there's no need going to multiple selections in the menu. And they are nice enough to give you these two videos where you can watch and see how this happens. If you want to see their sample, you click on help and they will show you how to format your questions for this tool. But I already have one, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to close what I have at the moment and pull up their own format. This is for the two previous ones. And I'm going to go ahead and go back here and look for the one for Northeast Wisconsin. I will open that and let me do what I did before. Instead of commenting out parts of this whole document, I'm going to open up. I just hit the hold Control key and hit N on the keyboard to open up a new document. And I'm going to go ahead and click here to paste it and remove the parts I don't need. I'll remove that. Remove the hashtag commentary there. And go all the way down here and remove these parts down here. I don't need them. The questions I need are up here. I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to copy everything here. Alright, so I'm going to hold Control key on the keyboard and press A to select everything, and I will copy that, go back here and right click to paste, and these are my questions. Let me see if it generates the questions right over there. Yes, success. And I will click there to download and bring up similar names that I have given to the others. And so it's going to come up as a text document, as you can see there, December 8th, and this is from Northeast Wisconsin Community College, whatever they call it there, and it's a true false format. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. So if you see what is happening there, it's processing. And having looked at that, I'm going to go ahead and close it. So look at the comparison there. So you can go back and look at these pages yourself. You can easily look at the address here in the URL and get back there yourself to review what they have. And you know, having finished my test generation there, I will go back there to make sure they're available. These are the questions. These ones are that are in the Excel format. They came from Algonquin College. And the one for Wisconsin is right there in the text format. And the one from Southern Idaho is right there as a zip. That's nice. Algonquin College. And what else? Okay. Yeah, we have a complete file there. So when you have this, you can go to Blackboard and upload that. I'm not going to go through that process now. It will be a different video. We're running out of time. What I can do is go to the page where it is and get you step-by-step approach to that. If you go to http help.blackboard.com, you can easily get to this tool. Okay, when you go to Blackboard Help, or you go to blackboard.com and click on the Help tool, it will bring you up here, and you can go to Learn. When you go to Learn, you're going to select that you are an instructor, if you're an instructor or trainer. When you select that, you're going to go to Test, Pools, and Surveys. When you get to Test, Pools, and Surveys, you'll be able to have a whole array of options to select from. Reuse questions, grade question. Reuse questions is the menu you select when you want to upload the pool or test that you have generated with the test generators. When you click on this, it's going to get you to the instruction page where you learn to do that and edit test questions and question types and how you need to format them, test and survey results, and on and on and on. So if I go back here, where I want to look is here, reuse questions, because that's where you click on Blackboard to be able to upload your pool. When you're on Blackboard, it says reuse questions, and those pools that you're going to import to Blackboard will be on the pools, and those that come up as tests will be the test ones we'll see as either Excel format or text format. And these are the question type, the categories. So if you use Blackboard in the institution where you are, you'll be able to relate to this quickly as I point them out. So you can copy a link to the questions, and when you get to Blackboard, when you get to what is that, tests, pools, and surveys, when you go to reuse questions, when you click on that menu, this will pop up. Once it pops up, you say find questions. Find questions will take you to where you can easily pull up those pools that you have created and uploaded to Blackboard. And once you pull them up, you will be able to use it to create questions on Blackboard, and they have the video on how to do that here. Yeah, so you'll be able to add different kind of questions. Here is given example with a mid-term test creation here, and the different kinds of format for the test. There it is, I'm showing it right here. So that's where you can get help to that. Probably not going to make a video of that, but this should be a very, very good site to learn how to import your questions or the question pool that you have created to Blackboard and use it instead of having to type questions over and over again. Once you create a pool, you can always save it to use in the next training section or in the next semester, and do not have to go through that over and over again. So that's the beauty of having to do this once with these wonderful tools that we've been able to compare. Okay, I think that's it for us. We've been able to look at the 3 different test generator tools, one from College of Southern Idaho, one from Northeast Wisconsin Technical Community College, and one from Algonquin College. What we have been able to establish is that the format for your questions will be the same for this and this. They have asterisks in front of the right answers. This have asterisk. This one has the asterisk at the end of the answer statement. So the location is different. for this one, and they have different kinds of question formats that they accept. This, you can not do order in here. You cannot do fill in blank here. So this one seems to have it all. Alright, that's it. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. If you like, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Send me your comments and ask any questions. Give me your feedback. It encourages me to do more of these videos. If you have a topic that you want to suggest, I would really appreciate it if you send that topic suggestion to me, and I'll be glad to put it together. So it's been a wonderful experience for me researching this and going through this. I have used it in the past and wonderful, and I would recommend that you give it a try if you are in the field of work that requires you to generate a test or questions either as a trainer or as a professor or teacher in the classroom. It's been a wonderful experience, as I said earlier, and thanks for watching.